Vale, quería hacer una entrada épica, pero había muteado el micrófono, así que este. Bueno, gente, ¿qué tal? Lo malo de estar aquí yo hablando en directo es que no puedo escuchar el músico que os he puesto. Lo cual, F también para mí. Bueno, ¿hay muchas expectativas hoy o qué? ¿Cómo va el asunto? Vamos a ver. Estoy viendo aquí también el tema del directo del Summerfest. Yo pensaba que iban a hacer una especie de introducción antes de tiempo, pero no. Así que tenemos 10 minutitos de espera, gente. O sea que lo voy a ir poniendo ya. Voy a ir preparándolo ya. Vamos a estar viéndolo aquí. Y ya está. Bueno, ¿os ha gustado la intro nueva? ¿O qué? Creo que sí. Hay bastante gente por aquí. Está Momo y todo, madre mía. Menudo honor que tenemos por ahí. Tenemos aquí Super Tacoman. Matías ya poniendo sus mensajitos. Perfecto. Bueno, estoy nerviosillo. Estoy nerviosillo porque nunca se sabe con Valve. O sea, ya me entendéis. Vamos a ver. Vamos a cambiarlo. Yala, aquí estamos, gente. Voy a dejar por ahora el sonidito de la intro porque me mola bastante, ¿vale? Y luego ya lo cambiamos. Doritos, sí, he puesto también unas cuantas bolsas uy, está activado los subtítulos. He puesto por aquí, por el fondo, unos Doritos y por aquí también, para intentar invocar el poder del Doritos y que nos haga caso y que saquen algo con Valve. Además el Doritos y Valve se llevan muy bien, así que... Madre mía. Estoy nerviosillo. Bueno, cuéntanos algo mientras empieza. Pues, ¿qué quieres que te cuente? Esta mañana me han tocado los cojones, literalmente, en el médico. ¿A que esa no te la esperabas? Y encima la doctora, o sea, menuda vergüenza que ha pasado. En fin. Te verás, Scolcer. No, me he traído el agüita de siempre. No me he traído licor ni nada porque, hombre, hay que dar ejemplo. Así que... Scolcer, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, aquí esperando, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver, esto dura hasta... Bueno... Dura 3 horas. O sea que, vamos a ver, dicen que hay poquita cosa para presentar, pero yo no lo sé. Aquí en el título pone Modern Warfare 2 más. Paga la redundancia, así que... ya empezamos. Santiago, muchas gracias. Se viene todo lo que todos esperamos, absolutamente nada. Tenéis, hablando de eso, tenéis una votación ahí arriba en el chat, ¿vale? Veo que estaba ganando el no va a hacer nada. Hombre, yo digo que siendo partner, sale en la página web, lo podéis ver todo. Sale ahí Steam o Valve, no me acuerdo que salía. Siempre que sale, algo hace. O sea, el año pasado presentaron el... No sé si os acordáis, el... Summerfest este de mierda... No, el Summerfest es esto. El... YouTube Games, una puta mierda, vamos. Que además salió al final de todo. Nos pusieron un montón de imágenes así, vídeos del Alex y al final no salió nada. O sea que nos tocaron escoger. Para los que habéis preguntado sobre Scolcer Payaso, lo tengo preparado por aquí al lado, ¿vale? O sea, no me cuesta nada. Por ahora no va a haber Scolcer Payaso porque he ido a la peluquería y quiero presumir de peinado porque me han echado de todo. Para estar bien guapito. Además me he hecho las cejas y todo. Así que... Muchas gracias, Santiago, grande. Combo mal. ¿No tienes oído la alerta? Uy, ¿no tienes oído la alerta? No tienes sonido la alerta. Vale. Ya debería haber sonido. Si alguien quiere darle de nuevo para asegurar. Si es que como he estado cambiando cositas y tal, pues a veces se me pasa alguna cosa. Bueno, apenas tenemos ya 6 minutitos de espera. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta el Doritos. Y... pues no sé, algo va a haber. Algo Valve va a salir porque está de partner y no pone pasta para aparecer ahí y luego no hacer nada. Yo creo que, como mucho, si tenemos suerte, será lo mismo que el año pasado. Un Game Newell diciendo fuck al final y ya está. Porque además dentro de poco van a montar otra cosa de esos de Future Games de su puta madre, que no le interesa a nadie. Pero bueno. Tu me calienta más que el sol de verano. Me alegro. Estoy deprimido, hasta he hecho un Half-Life en mi teléfono. Pues pásalo por el Discord. Funny Shy, Funny Shy, últimamente viene mucho por ahí. Imagina que haga un Half-Life 2.5. El Kingdom Hearts, la gente dirá lo que quiera, pero... vamos, para seguir la historia... es que no. Es que yo creo que hacen cualquier cosa y la gente se lo traga, porque nadie entiende la historia de los Kingdom Hearts. Nuevo Dota. Hombre... siguiendo la línea de Overwatch 2, ¿no? Es lo mismo, pero con modo historia. ¿Te imaginas que sacan un Dota con un modo historia? Nuevo Dota, dice. Como mucho te van a sacar un juego de cartas. Un Artifact 2, ¿te imaginas? Un Artifact 2 y cojo y cierro directo. O sea, así tal cual. Cierro directo y me voy a ver crecer la hierba, que es más interesante. Es que Valve no tiene punto medio. O hace mierda o hace maravillas. Ricochet 2 como de historia. No, tanto no. Tanto no. Eso sería demasiado absurdo. Hay un nivel de absurdo, pero Ricochet 2 sería, yo qué sé. Demasiado. Está todo jugador tiene para predecir a Valve. Es que es súper... Valve es súper impredecible. Además, todo el mundo... todos sabemos... Vamos a ver, yo tengo la teoría. Todo el mundo sabe que Valve solo presenta algo cuando lo tiene a punto de salir del horno. Hasta que no lo tiene casi terminado, no te presenta nada. Yo creo que el año pasado, cuando salieron tantas cosas del Alix y tal cual por ahí, porque se centraron mucho en Valve, parece ser que no, pero estaba todo el rato saliendo Valve por todos los lados, total, que luego no presentaron nada. Yo creo que estuvieron a punto de presentar algo, pero se echaron hacia atrás. Se echaron atrás en el último momento porque dijeron, ¿y si pasa algo? Porque ya sabemos que Valve, tal cual trabajan ahí, de repente pasa cualquier cosa y se jode el proyecto. Yo creo que algo hubo por ahí entre bambalinas el año pasado, pero no se atrevieron. Veremos este año. Hombre, también hay que tener en cuenta que esto no es un Games Awards, ¿eh? O sea, esto es un Game Fest, o sea, un Summer Game Fest, o sea, tampoco es para tanto. Ya lo dijo el Doritos el otro día por Twitter que rebajásemos, que había un par de bombazos, pero lo demás tranquilito. Que se centrarían en cosas que ya han anunciado antes. Así que vete tú a saber. Esperemos que uno de los bombazos sea temita de Valve. Ya veremos. De partner están, así que Steam 2, ¿sabes? En fin. ¿Te imaginas que anunciaron un juntón de Freeman? Pues oye, en la PC Gamer del domingo van a presentar el mod del Alix en Levitation. O sea, si Valve, yo si fuera Valve, me daría vergüenza que presenten un mod para mi juego y no presentar yo nada. O sea, yo si fuera Valve, me daría mucha vergüenza. O sea, así de claro te lo digo, ¿eh? Tienen que venir gente que no es de Valve a presentar una cosa de nuestro juego. O sea, vergüenza absoluta. Venga, 2 minuticos. Vamos a ir chapando ya la musiquita esta. Y vamos a poner... Vamos a ir poniendo ya aquí el sonidico este. Hala, venga. ¿Me oye? Sí. Estaremos 3 horas aguantando la mierda esa del World Premiere que había en el Games Awards. Team del revés, Smeats. Darnes. Bueno, si eres diléxico, ¿no? Porque están mezcladas las vocales. Chronicles of Neelan. Pues poca broma, pero sacaron un mod llamado Hundown de Neelan. Me parece que lo jugamos. Puede ser, era muy cortito. Era una parodia del juego de Freeman. Si lo anuncian Ricochet 2 cometen una locura. ¿Cuál? Bajarte el 1. Bueno, espero que todo se vea bien. Me he puesto... Ya veis que me he puesto en una genita para estar así un poquito de medio lado. Ya está. Y era Próspero. Sí, ya he estado viendo los chistes de Matías antes de Próspero. Venga, 30 segundos. ¿Te imaginas que sale el Doritos diciendo... A ver, los que venís de Valve, marchaos porque no va a presentar nada? Y nos ahorrarían bastante, la verdad. Lista de payasos, joder. Eso ya veremos ya veremos cómo se presenta esto. Lo tengo ahí preparado. Ahora nos hacen esperar 1 hora más, ¿te imaginas? Se retrasa como el evento aquel de Steam. El siguiente programa puede contener contenido que a algunos viewers le pueden resultar ofensivo. Que no hagan nada de Steam me resultaría bastante ofensivo. ¡Bueno, hombre! Doritos en persona. Ahí, subtítulos. Pues en directo. In the wide world of video games, we are live here in Los Angeles. So whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our showcase event. Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates. Me parece que hay alguien escribiendo. Be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Eso, sorpresas, eso me gusta a mí. About this show is that it's a true cross-industry showcase. Whether you play on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter. Igual te presentan el Portal Companion Cube. Igual dicen algo más. Tendría sentido. Encaja. Esa pieza encaja. Voy a quitar los subtítulos porque me están dando un asco no tenerlos directamente. Me parece que ese fondo lo han pillado del Sony Frontiers, tío. Han pillado un vídeo del Sony Frontiers y han puesto Summer Game Fest por ahí encima. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit arcades, and ever since, Street Fighter conoce Splatoon. Street Fighter 6 is coming in 2023. No sé si visteis la presentación el otro día. Me parece que fue en la de PlayStation. Yo sí que la estuve viendo. Y me recordó una mezcla rara a Street Fighter World Premiere. Ya empezamos con la World Premiere. Pero si esto lo presentarán el otro día, tío. World Premiere, mis cojones. Han metido así el rollo edgy, rollo... Hay grafitis, pintadas, tal. Me recordó muchísimo al Splatoon, tío. Al menos, no en gameplay, efectivamente, pero en ambiente. Pero vamos, más de lo mismo. Se filtró que aquí le hicieron vagabundo. La verdad es que no estoy puesto yo muy en el lore este de... Nunca me ha gustado los juegos de pelea. Pero bueno, para el que le guste, pues que se lo disfrute Ah, ese era el logo. ¿Este no era el logo que pillaron de una tienda web o algo así? Y lo retocaron un poco. Bueno, por Premiere, ya veremos.
All right, next it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest. Check this out.
Vamos a ver. Este Half-Life no me gusta ya, ¿eh?
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the comsat relay, and bring it back
Half-Life
online.
Tantalus?
We found the relay, but there was a problem.
Get that door closed now, Private. Close that gate. Nothing gets in here.
Este no es aquel...
Releases of One Piece.
De los de The Space. Que, por cierto, lo presentaron ya también el otro día.
Oh, this ain't good. What we found was a new kind of evil. And it found us first.
Aliens.
What the?
This
Survivor 2.
wasn't human.
Retreat! Retreat! Willis! Open fire! Go! Go! Go!
Hay mucho alien por ahí, ¿eh?
Alvarez! Through that door! Hold that door, Sergeant! Son of a...
Vaya. La traición. A ver si tenemos suerte y nos enseñan gameplay en vez de cinemáticas.
But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead.
Left 4 Dead, aliens.
And someone...
Alien por Left 4 Dead, ¿sabes? Aliens, efectivamente. El descenso oscuro. Hombre, gameplay, menos mal. Hostia, qué diferencia, ¿eh? No me extraña que lo hayan llenado todo de cinemática la presentación, porque vaya... porque eso parecía Surce. Así de claro te lo digo.
Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards, we revealed the Callisto Protocol from the creative forces behind
Callisto
the Dead
Protocol.
Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Un poquito más de gore, hombre, eso siempre está bien. Sí, estos sí que son los de Dead Space.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon?
Hostia, pero este trailer lo presentaron literalmente el otro día. O sea, es el mismo.
So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let
Y todo de que me perdí de nada.
because your new life is entirely...
Me parece que esa respuesta no va a variar en las siguientes 3 horas.
I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Por ahora no están, por mucho World Premiere que pongan, no se ha visto nada nuevo que no hayan enseñado ya en otras conferencias. Ya ves cómo tiene la vida en el cuello y tal. Bueno, la interfaz, etcétera, etcétera.
I just love that last part.
Sientes tesoro, Jaletes confirmado. Si alguien le diga al Doritos algo que lo que se ha presentado ya no es World Premiere. Ya. Y solo por Twitter, a ver qué te dice. Pero le tienes que llamar Doritos. Si no, no cuenta. Vale, tenemos fecha. Ah, pero paga ya, ¿eh? Eso sí.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping...
Hay una cosa, ¿pero esto es un directo o está grabado? Porque aquí hay un tío... Aquí hay un tío escribiendo los subtítulos en directo en YouTube, ¿eh?
And you know, for a second, just give me a second. You know, I want to thank you for all you've
O sea,
done for
yo
the
creo que esto,
games.
que no hay público ni nada, lo podrían haber preparado ya de antemano.
17 years now, and you've been an ambassador.
¿Alguien sabe si esto es un
You've
directo?
amplified new games, new studios, and
O nos estamos comiendo un vídeo... Es que no sé, tío.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know, but
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today is that you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development.
Sí, man.
People are going to be blown away.
Viajando en el tiempo.
Tell us a
Y
bit
escribiendo
about
los
what are we gonna
subtítulos. Pues
see?
que viaje un poco más porque llegan tarde los subtítulos. Por eso los he quitado, porque me daba un mal en la cabeza. Está, nos dice.
New enemies, some brutality, some just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon called the Grip. It's like a gravity gun, but
Si fuese pregrabado diría estreno, ya, pero da igual, pero puede ser un estreno y que te enchufen un vídeo por OBS, o sea...
And then check out the nice ending we have, where we, you know, we usually will kill our main character, Jacob, and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else.
Este gordito no, Hayden. No.
You guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, Glenn, I got to say, again, you know, what you guys are shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year.
Ya, el tipo ha venido desayunado, ¿eh?
Glenn Schofield,
Se ha vestido de negro, pero da igual, se nota que ha venido desayunado. Hombre, tenemos gameplay. Esto sí que es nuevo. Lo malo de los juegos de terror actuales es que los tienen que hacer para que se asusten los niños solo. O sea, ya no tenemos jueguitos de terror como los de la vieja escuela. Porque son los que suelen consumir los juegos de terror. Pero esto es Dead Space con una reskin. Porque el arma es la misma, tío. Solo falta que te metan ahí una tienda in-game. La cinemática no es lo mismo que pasa en la película de Doom. No me acuerdo. Hace un montón ya que la vi. Me acuerdo de la escena de esa en primera persona. Eso es lo único que me acuerdo de la peli. La escena en primera persona. Toma. En toda la cara. ¿Estaba rico o qué? Vaya. Eso es como quedarte dormido en una playa y que pasen a limpiarla por la mañana.
This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 arrives. Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a modern-day action game, and today we're about to show you the world premiere of its gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more,
ah, que el world premiere es el gameplay.
With Johanna Ferris, the head of Call of Duty.
In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of Modern Warfare 2. We are back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap, Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way, inspired by the world we're about to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds.
Ya no saben qué hacer para llamar la atención.
Here is Modern Warfare 2.
Eyes in the rig.
All right, that's our target. Shadows 1 and 2. Push to your hook point. Let's invite ourselves in.
Porque tienen los cascos hechos de triangulitos.
Copy. Press for assault. Stay on comm. We board. Clear. Disarm that missile.
La franquicia es exprimir al máximo.
This could be a trap.
No sé, yo dejé de comprarlos cuando eran igual, cuando empezaron a ser iguales todos. Así que hace años que me alejé de la franquicia. ¿Pero esto ya tiene modo historia de nuevo? ¿O...? No me recuerda mucho a las misiones multijugador del Metal Gear 5. Cuando tenías que invadir otras bases de otros jugadores y tal.
Room clear. Coming out.
A ver, supongo que para el que le guste, pues no sé, debe estar flipando, pero... ese agua cayendo está muy bien hecha. Bueno, enseñar un segundo de Half-Life 3. Pues... en este universo no lo sé.
Container now.
Two copies, moving.
We gotta roll.
¿Esto está más scriptado?
Shadow 1, Ghost. Visual on flares coming from the ring. signaling the ship. They're gonna launch that missile.
It's first stage. There's no time. All shadows. All
Este
shadows.
grita Don Grey cuando salga. Joder, que se grita.
Zone is secure. Cover us. Two copies all.
Pero además, Don Grey tipo charcos del Spider-Man, Es que tiene... ¿El tío este tiene ya la molotov encendida en la cintura o qué? O sea, ¿van con cascos futuristas? ¿Armas futuristas? Silenciadores de todo. Y se saca una molotov del culo, tío.
Clear.
Actual, this is Shadow 1. Rig is secure. Moving on the container now.
Roger that. Confirm when the objective is.
Los enemigos también tienen molotovs.
Open.
Where are the controls?
On that damn ship. Actual, we got a problem. Missile was armed. Controls are somewhere on the ship.
You have your orders, son. Stop that launch.
Go, let's go, let's move out.
Ahora, eso sí,
Go.
para nada han escondido toda la interfaz.
Inbound to your position.
Solid copy. We're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot.
Roger that.
Aquí faltan flechas por todos lados.
Push to the bridge. Fast. Secure those controls. Stop this missile. Yep. How do we board? Take the ramp. Hold tight, Sergeant. Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile controls are on the bridge. Have to stop the launch.
¿Te imaginas que ponen Northern Petrol en las cajas esas?
Alejandro, maintain overwatch from the rig. We're forcing up. Copy that.
Hombre, una escopeta siempre está bien. Ya sabes que a mí las escopetas me ponen bastante. Tampoco se siente tan potente como la del Half-Life. Pero bueno, yo siempre digo que el sonido hace bastante. Esto me recuerda al Battlefield y Crysis 3. Este es Modern Warfare, no sé, un Call of Duty.
Just don't get caught between them.
Supongo que estará corriendo en PS5. Porque el Doritos ha dicho antes que esto estaba corriendo en... Bueno, ha salido ahí abajo, ¿no? Que estaba corriendo en una consola de siguiente generación. O sea... No sé si te han dicho PS5 o algún prototipo que tengan por ahí. Bueno, es confirmado.
Secure the deck and we'll blow the door.
Visual on bridge entry.
Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. This is Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry.
¿Por qué no probáis a darle las palanquitas esas para abrir la puerta antes de volarla? Ahora que también son muy listos de ponerse cuadros en la puerta y quedarse a 1 metro. También son muy lista esa gente. Muy fan. Muy fan de quedarse a 1 metro de una C4.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us. And also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So We saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So, first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price.
Ese tipo con gorrito es porque se está quedando calvo. Y la otra parece que venga de un campo de recoger trigo o algo así.
In what we just saw today, but they're returning members from 141, and then the other two characters that you may recognize from the.
Por no decir otra cosa y que me mareen.
Are Simon Ghost Riley. And, of course, Soap John McTavish. And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited.
¿Te imaginas que Val presenta Half-Life 3? Lo dudo mucho.
First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces.
Eso es demasiado improbable.
Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, I got a shout out to IW. This was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here, and you saw the wind and the animations.
No voy a decir nada sobre la forma de sujetar el micrófono, ¿vale?
Which is actually pushing the boat in different
no voy a decir nada.
It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind.
Le está saliendo por ahí la memoria muscular. Pero vamos, no voy a decir nada.
Enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait. I'm so excited.
¿Por qué Valve sacó Half-Life Alyx en vez de Half-Life 3? Porque querían meterse en el mundo de las VR.
Call of Duty overall, Modern Warfare 2, obviously, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty. What can we expect from you guys this year?
Yeah, we first of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that Jeff and the team at Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks the step change. What we're
a mí del Warfare este me suena el que está al lado, el bigotes, tío. Ese sí que me suena. De haberlo jugado yo hace un montón de años y que saliera el tío ese. El tío ese del bigote. Ese me suena muchísimo. No sé si te traicionaba o algo así en un juego, algo así, te pegaba un tiro, te dejaba en el suelo. Vamos, hablo de muchos años.
We're going to sort of feed the entire community there, but all eyes on the 28th. And again, I think the collaboration has just been incredible.
Capitán Price,
so
ni idea.
Task Force 141.
Capitán Price, no sé, pero me suena muchísimo. Digo, para mí es la cara más reconocible de todo lo que es la saga Call of Duty, y mira que hace un montón que no juego.
Before we leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, we're showing gameplay here.
Que no es un general, no me acuerdo, tío. No, es que ya...
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements, but we will get into the details.
En todos los calls hay un Capitán Price.
It will be an extension of the Modern Warfare 2 universe, so all the more reason why we think this game, this moment, is such an important title for all of us, looking ahead. And like we said, we're having a bold vision around the entire future for the franchise, so we're in position. We're really excited.
All right, we're looking forward to October. Thanks so much for
Siguiente.
Look at the gameplay. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Thanks, Johanna and Jeff. All right, well, we've got lots more Summer Game Fest still to go, and now it's time to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I loved this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this very first look.
Madre mía, qué forma de hipear. Para nada, tío. Casi me da un ataque, tío. Flashback 2. Sinceramente, no me suena. 30 años.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team at the Astronauts in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited.
Es que el tío ha dicho
I bet you will be too after you see this.
que jugaba cuando era crío, que siempre ha tenido en cuenta y tal, y he pensado automáticamente en los Final Hour de todo, porque nos ha escrito el Doritos, los Final Hour, y digo, ya está. No, pero no, hostia, tío. Te juro que todo encajaba, te juro que todo encajaba. Todo lo que ha dicho, frase por frase, encajaba con un Half-Life. Bueno, shooter genérico con poderes número 3000. Esto me recuerda al Dar Mesía con armas, tío. Con armas de fuego. Waste Tire. Hombre, así para un ratete tiene buena pinta,
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring some very
un
important
indie.
names.
Un indie de Europa van a presentar ahora.
New game announcement.
Officer Taylor, Medlog 29. Today, I can't believe what I saw.
Solis, everything okay in there?
Pero esto que es pasillo del videojuego. Pasan medio tráiler ensayando ese pasillo. No sé si soy yo, pero últimamente todo lo que presentan es rollo ciencia ficción futurista. Hay mucho de eso, tío.
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun, the fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Aquí tenemos a Freeman y a Barney Calhoun de Hacendado.
In this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through.
Hay un canal llamado Metal Warrior que está mirando el directo que está viendo Scolcer. Vamos a ver. Seguro que no soy el único que está retransmitiendo el Game Fest en directo. O sea, me da que hay más de uno. Y en YouTube y en Twitch. O sea que... Madre mía. Ha descubierto la pólvora el tío este.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down.
Grande el tío este, madre mía.
Graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I got to ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, you know, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, like, How did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020.
¿Vosotros creéis que al Doritos le molestará que le llamen el Doritos?
It was the first. I mean, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic, and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was
Hostia,
also brand new.
muy fan del peinado del alto este,
the playing field between like the AAA studios and the indie studios.
Hasta la parte de atrás se ha arreglado, tío.
And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James
Parece sacado de los últimos Final Fantasy.
We'd like for you to consider being a part of this game, and he walked me through a very brief description of what.
O algún juego de estos, tío.
Like. And in the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel. It's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon, and I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
And full like performance capture and everything.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. New studio, brand new energy, and of course, I get to work with one of the best of the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the other
of getting to
¿Y
see
dónde
this
sale el
guy
dinero?
and watch him in action. I love to work, and I love the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium
Porque
provides to performers.
de ilusiones no se paga a los desarrolladores.
Yes, I've seen some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative is a huge element.
Le falta un anillo en la mano del micro y ya elegante 100% al tío este.
For sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can. It was one of our favorite moments. There is a lot of action in this game, and that was at the forefront of this. And to speak to the
un anillo pequeñito con una piedrecita verde, en plan esmeralda, pequeñita.
Who walked us through and really
elegante
100%.
100%.
Than anything I've ever done before. And he says, I want to know the story of this fight. And so Roger and I sat down. We said, these are who our characters are. And he goes, give me 1 hour and I will come back to you with the story of this fight. And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, it was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps. And he walked us through this incredible fight. And about halfway through it, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this. And he grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
we're excited
big
about
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for joining us.
Hola, Fabelar.
Thank you. All right, appreciate it very much, guys. All right, well, next up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game, which will feature a musical score by industry legend Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you, and we are.
Bueno, vamos bien, ha dicho Gordon. Vamos bien. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Un juego de terror analógico? Otro de ciencia ficción, tío. Sí, esto es Backrooms de videogame o algo así. Tiene buena pinta, ¿eh? Ahora, que aquí no hay un tío jugando. Esto es una cadena de scripts. Ahora es un Five Nights at Freddy. Rutina. Pues ala, para el Game Pass.
Doesn't that look great? That was routine coming to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a decade ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see.
Y eso 4. No, no creo que sea Bioshock. O sea, si presentan Bioshock, lo sabremos al instante.
Fortnite as the foundation Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
Dios santo.
What's up, Jeff? And what is up to the Summer Game
Por
Fest
favor, que haga lo de la ceja, tío.
right now around the world and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise, powered by, of course, Zoa Energy, the #1 fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Roca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive, big drink energy.
En serio, tío.
Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as the greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I gotta tell you guys, #1, thank you so much for the crazy response of me becoming the Foundation, but also, I gotta say that, you know, I've had such a pleasure working with Epic Games and the team.
Qué buen peinado, sí, sí.
Wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam.
Sabía que iban a meter algo de eso por ahí también.
Ruthless, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this. Black Adam has the powers of Superman, but the only difference, well, there's a few differences, but one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's, one of his superpowers, is magic. So you do the math. October 21st, I cannot wait for you guys to see Black Adam around the world in theaters only. And you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA and that I was born to play. I was born to play the Man in Black, and I'm honored to show it to you guys on October 21st. So until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay focused, keep having fun, keep kicking ass, enjoy your gaming.
Madre mía, te han colado 7 anuncios y ni te has enterado. Y no te han dado tiempo a que te recuperes.
Black Adam, what have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. Now, I kneel before no one.
Yo me imagino al Dwayne a la roca haciendo de Lee Vance, tío. Le pegaría, ¿no? O sea, en plan la cara y tal. Le metes una chaquetica para donde los músculos y tal. Ahora, que me parece que si la roca fuera el Evans, el consejero se quedaría sin lengua. Y no haría falta G-Man para cambiar el tiempo. Hizo una peli donde le faltaba una pierna. Sin CGI ni nada, ¿no? La roca se la arranca para actuar, luego se la pone de nuevo. Se bebe la latita esa y se cura. ¡Hostia, la hidra! ¿Te imaginas que haya sido la roga? Le dijo la broma de la esposa de Will Smith. Ya ves. Hubiera tenido que ir la policía, tío. A los Oscar. Nah, yo creo que La Roca hubiera mantenido el tipo. Se le ve cara de buena gente. Dame un portal, tío, aunque sea. Un portal Companion Cube. Otro DLC, para... Madre mía, el Xenoblade. Cada entrega que pasan, meten más interfaz, tío. No sé cómo lo hacen. Al final será todo interfaz y nada juego. En serio. Brainwashing. Whitewashing, tío. La negra se ha convertido en blanca. Todo el mundo a cancelarlo por Twitter. Yo tengo la skin de la paloma esa. Se ve que a los tíos de Fall Guys aún les queda pasta del boom inicial. Aún les queda pasta de por aquel entonces para hacer algún vídeo de estos. O sea, esas tres... El dinero que hicieron en esas 3 semanas que estuvo de moda y luego ya nadie se acuerda. Pues aún les dura, tío, para hacer vídeos de estos.
That was so fun to see Courage and Ray in that Fall Guys piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys for free starting June 21st across all platforms, including Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
A ver. Ahora aparece un anuncio de Dentrífico. Steam Hams de videogame.
Discovery, this is Command. Storm's in your way. Prepare for extraction.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry.
El tema es que los compró Epic, por eso tienen plata. Ah. Tío, ¿de qué me es? ¿Los sonidos? Son de las sondas de los protos del StarCraft 2, tío. El sonido del bicho ese es una sonda del StarCraft.
Mission accomplished.
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
¿Qué coño es esto, tío? Parece un juego de móvil. De los anuncios, ¿sabes? Para ser un juego de gestión de esos de ciudades en el espacio. Tienes que ir Pulsando para coger las moneditas.
And hell's coming with it.
Stormgate. Beta en 2023. Pues ya me registraré en 2023, ¿no?
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a name and some details. So, first of all, congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited.
No sé quién es ese, pero me encanta, tío. Compartimos espíritu animal.
All right, so Stormgates are portals that open during a massive.
O sea, pantalón vaquero largo, camiseta normal, nada de decoraciones. Somos iguales. Este tío es yo en otro universo. El arte está en la simpleza. El tío de antes peinado, de traje. No, tío. Este tío sí que mola. Este tío me transmite confianza, ¿sabes? Y encima medio calvo y no se pone gorra como el otro tampoco.
Intro cinematic, and then also the infernal hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background pedigree of the team, of where do you want to push the RTS genre? It's something we've all loved for decades.
Bill Gates.
But, opportunities.
No se parece a Bill Gates.
I know you're going to show us, I think.
¿Habéis visto la de arrugas que tiene ya Bill Gates?
Gameplay made in Unreal Engine, but any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Absolutely. But the first thing I want to say is we are very consciously trying to stay true to what players already love about RTS, where we're really trying to push the genre and be innovative. First off, approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that. Just to lower that barrier to entry to get players in.
Cada uno que le diga como le salga los cojones.
We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've even got 3 versus 3 for competitive multiplayer. But of course, we've also.
Ahora muestran Hará, este.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got some first kind of work in progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on.
No sé, yo lo que sí que he visto es un montón de inspiración en, yo que sé, StarCraft, BioWare también tiene mucho.
2023 you said for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready, and I'm just so thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background.
RTS?
At Blizzard and StarCraft.
¿Va a ser un RTS?
This team, Frost Giant. Thank you so much for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us here. Really grateful.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Alta agua.
Good morning, High Water dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio, keeping you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites
Esto huele a Switch que tira para atrás.
True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
Este me suena de haberlo visto ya. Llevamos casi una hora, pues son 3, o sea que... O sea, vamos a ver, es lo que he dicho yo al principio. Que tenga que venir un tío de fuera de tu empresa al PC Game Show para presentar algo de tu juego, que es lo que va a pasar con el Half-Life Levitation, y tú como empresa no presentes nada, a mí se me caería la cara de vergüenza. Pero bueno, todos sabemos que Valve está por encima de esas cosas. Así que... Altas aguas. Este año.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind. And it's
mira, hablando de Ucrania.
Games, including replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future
Hombre,
show.
los
Right, our next
desarrolladores del Hero Loop también son de Ucrania. O de Rusia, por ahí también.
Televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Fuera del azul.
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow. That dream is now a
Voldemort hembra.
And that city is Arcadia.
Me faltaba la nariz, tío.
A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform.
Esto no es de Switch, porque los modelos alejados no van a frames.
Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Falconing Simulator. ¿Te imaginas? Hostia, sería una muy buena idea para un juego. Pillar puntos cayendo cerca del borde de una piscina sin matarte. Y el que más puntos consigas hacer rey de Londres o algo así.
Apparently we've made it to the beach. Next up is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors,
Portal para Switch, si eso lo anunciaron hace tiempo, a ver si dicen fecha o algo. Empezamos mal. Yo no digo nada, pero estos gráficos son de VR, ¿eh? De juego de VR malillo. Mira estos dedos, tío. No me jodas. ¿En serio? O sea, esto va a ser un Walk Simulator 2, pero se han copiado el trailer del Dead Island que cancelaron, ¿no? Unos grandes, ¿eh? Ya ves. ¡3! Ni sabía que habían sacado el 2.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming later this year to the Epic Games Store. Now, last year, Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG from Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of
Veo que la encuesta del chat gana el no va a hacer nada por ahora.
Join the battle.
This world has no hope under your watch.
Esto va a ser un hack and slash de mierda. O sea, como si... Es que lo veo venir. A mí este tipo de juegos que pone Marvel, sobre todo... Marvel me gusta, pero los juegos que saca de este estilo Marvel... No.
Mother won't hurt you.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
O sea, a mí pues me hago de gameplay porque... Porque ya me la he comido varias veces. Oh, madre mía.
Counting on you again, old friend. 3, 2, 1. That used to always
¿En serio hacen chistecito al final?
One time.
Tío. A estas alturas de la vida, que sigamos con el chistecito del final.
Cuphead, the delicious last course, and can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course DLC. You see how they did that for Cuphead. Joining me now is Maya Maldenhauer from Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming.
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here, and I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks. And the
ha dicho Steam Deck.
I feel like you've amped up.
Vamos mejorando. Antes ha dicho gordo, ahora ha dicho Steam Deck.
The visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really honed our craft, took everything to the next level from animation, the backgrounds, the music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet, super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious
Tiene el
last
mejor
course.
peleador en el multiverso. Bueno, he ido a la peluquería esta tarde, así que... Mala no creo que sea. Tía, la música parece del burrito bisón, tío. ¿Alguien ha jugado a ese juego? El burrito bisón. Hipotecaron la casa otra vez para el DLC.
Now, if you want even more Cuphead, and who doesn't,
No, me parece que cuando hicieron el juego no hipotecaron la casa, la rehipotecaron.
When I co-host Netflix's Geek Week, which will include new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not
Interesantísimo.
all. More Summer Game Fest
No puedo esperar a verlo.
Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow after Geek Week, there is the Epic Game Store Showcase.
Escucha, pero esto no era 3 horas.
2 p.m. Eastern with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Game Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Show.
Ah, vale.
Xbox and Game Pass.
Esto lo veremos también ahí en el canal.
Exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slays demons for the chance to ascend to heaven.
Ya me terminó los Doritos. Yo lo tengo por aquí atrás de decorado. Este lo presentaron hace un montón también.
We're called neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's
Este no lo presentaron en un Nintendo Direct hace muchísimo.
Got 10 days here. New day, new mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Hace publicidad de la bebida Manzanito.
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the
Un
past
juego
year,
hecho
he's
por un
brought
solo
us
padre
love to bring his
en
vision
Polonia, ha
for the
dicho.
fast-paced action game Midnight Fight Express to life. Let's take a look.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner.
O sea, esto lo ha hecho un solo tío.
Together.
Y ya es más interesante que el Back 4 Blood.
It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, had the stink of corruption all over me. You know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Hatred. Hostia, ¿te imaginas? Hatred 2. Al final el tío no se suicidaba, era todo un bait.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out.
Warframe.
Right. Joining me now is
Pero
Megan.
todavía siguen con aún hay gente jugando a
Megan,
eso.
how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know. We got like we just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of.
Yo me acuerdo probar este juego de adolescente, tío.
But she is there and she is for you if
Y no
you
me
are
gustó.
properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Duviri Paradox.
Finally.
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Duviri Paradox is going to be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
Ay, por Dios.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Le falta un... No sé si yo, le falta un poco de color al tráiler.
Dream of who we were and of who we have become.
Voy a estar viéndolo, no os preocupéis. Vale, ya ha vuelto el color, ok. Pensaba que era un problema de la conexión o algo. Quedan como 2 horas más. No me diga eso que me deprimo. Joder, Dios mío.
Yeah, a lot of space today from Genshin Impact Studio, Hoyoverse, across mobile and PC. This studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
Bueno, ¿te viene Onichan RPG o qué? Se viene Onichan RPG. Pues nada, otro más de esta gente. Por cierto, al principio no se llamaban Mioyo.
You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like
Se nota que es de Mioyo porque todos los personajes tienen la misma base. O sea, los personajes parecen sacados de un generador o un creador de personajes anime genérico de internet, tío. No sé si me explico. No me han gustado mucho las japonesas de a mí. Pero bueno.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited
no más.
Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago.
Hombre, Fridon, si tenemos... Oh, joder, ¿hace cuánto que no vino el chat? Fridon Chan, bienvenido.
Brand new look at Zenless's notable characters,
y hay Chelito por aquí también.
World of Danger.
Dios santo. Que no falten las Neko, ¿eh? No es una japonesada, sino hay tías gato. Yo qué sé, es que te juro que no diferencio este tipo de juegos. A mí me pones esto sin decirme qué nombre es y no te sé decir si es un Xenoblade o... Es que no puedo con esto. ¡Hombre!
One of my favorite reveals last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us all of the Turtles arcade games back in the day. Well,
este es el nuevo beat 'em up, ¿no?
and the team wanted to use SGF
Este tiene pintaza.
one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps.
En plan ahí arcade, tío. Este tiene pintaza. Este he visto ya algún tráiler por ahí. Ah, es que esto es de mi escuela, tío. Vosotros en Latinoamérica, ¿cómo llamáis al tío al malo ese de la máscara? ¿Es Reader o Despedazador? Aquí en España se llamaba Despedazador. Hostias, están el vivo y el otro también. ¡Ay, los bichitos estos! Buah, buah, está guapísimo. Este me encanta, tío. El destructor. A mí el que me gustaba era el Kang, tío. Me hacía mucha gracia. El Krang. Porque siempre estaba intentando que le hicieran un cuerpo. Ah, mira, mira. Claro, sí, mira, ¡ah, chaval! ¡Ah, está el doctor Stockman! El mosca, tío. Pues dentro de poquito ya. Dijeron de puta madre. Hostia, qué bueno, tío. Cuando cambiaron el Kowabunga por de puta madre. Muy fan, tío, de esos que se están fumando un cigarro. Se lo encienden y luego lo echan enseguida, tío, para hacerse los guays. Como el de antes, tío. Muy fan de eso. Ojito. Tío, alguien se acuerda por fin de Latinoamérica. Argentinians. Argentinians, gente. Por fin. Pero espera, hay más. Madre mía. Reescribe la historia. Hostia, y este... en consola. Y este... la montaña del rey, tío.
How far will you push humankind?
Siempre me ha hecho mucha gracia ver la gente gigante pisando ciudades en este tipo de juegos. Supongo que del Frontiers no van a enseñar nada más, ¿verdad? O sea, IGN tiene la exclusiva. Enseñaron el otro día también un poquito en el Sony Central, que también lo vi.
Bandai Namco is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with One Piece Odyssey. Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure.
Todas las tías son iguales, con tetas gigantes. Y los tíos, todos diferentes. El normal, el musculoso a la montaña, pero las tías todos iguales.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
Oiga, Aníbal, eso me gustaría saber a mí.
面白そうだ。行ってみよう。ちょっと待ってるし。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。こいつノックアップストリームだ。なんだありゃ。おい、落ちるぞ。任せろ。クードバースト。
Por cierto, que va a terminar ya, ¿no? El manga. Leí una noticia el otro día. Bueno, a ver, va a terminar ya entre comillas. Va a ser el arco final que pueden pasar 4 años perfectamente, ¿sabes? Va a terminar el manga, sí, sí. Pero ya te digo que pueden pasar 4 años perfectamente. Supongo que el tío que escribe el manga, que no sé cómo se llama, habrá pensado, hostia, se ha muerto el Berserker. Como lo siga alargando, igual me muero yo antes de terminarlo. Entonces he dicho, venga, vamos a terminarlo ya de una puta vez.
Beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
ここはあなたたちの記憶をもとに作られた世界よ。
This August, Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and we've got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
Ringo.
Al menos parece que están poniendo todas las japonesadas juntas. Eso está bien, porque nos las quitamos de encima de un plumazo y ya está. Sueles pasar mal un rato. Soul Hackers.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card for your gaming purchases at nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products.
Ya sabéis, gente, NerdWallet. Vuestra cartera de confianza.
Featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy.
Por cierto, el Maneater está gratis ahora, así que pillarlo y tal.
Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
You nuts?
Menudo hostión que se ha metido el Halo, tío. Ahora que lo he visto por ahí. Ayuda, Scolcer, Doritos me va mal porque mi PC solo tiene un Intel Graphics. Hay comandos para forzar unos gráficos bajísimos. Hicimos un directo una vez de eso. Nunca me ha gustado Capcom. Menos mal que te avisan que esto no es gameplay, ¿eh? Hostia, Strikers, que va a salir ya, ¿no? La verdad es que con lo famoso que se hizo el 1, han tardado mucho. Hombre, el Wario, el Waluigi. Han tardado bastante en sacar una segunda parte.
Hi, my name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to?
Nada dice más que eres de ser un metalero que tener el pelo largo, el liso.
And we have vocal performances from
y así como Gastaño.
Like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go.
La de veces que le habrán tocado a este tío el culo por la calle pensando que era una tía. Y era un romero de hacendado, tío. Hostia, me recuerda a ese otro juego, tío. Lo que pasa es que ese era un hack and slash. Tío, ¿cómo se llamaba? Seguro que sabéis cuál digo, tío. No, ese que ibas con un... Ese que ibas con un metalero también, así con barbeta, que ibas con una guitarra hacha. Lo que pasa es que lo jugué hace... ¡Wow! Ese sí que es viejo.
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC.
Brutal Legend, tío. Claro, el Brutal Legend.
Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games.
Sí, ahí también salían bastante famosillos.
Stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world.
Madre mía. El Toretto.
But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just going to fall right down at the bottom of the well with the rest of them.
Vaya alerones se gasta el tío, ¿no? Parece Inglaterra.
There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here.
Si es que puede volar, tío, con eso. Salta por la ventana y se va volando así con las orejas.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out.
Me recuerda mucho al... ¿Cómo se llamaba, tío? Al juego ese... De elecciones, tío, de la PlayStation. ¿El Duck Down o...? Until Dawn creo que era. Me parece mucho de ese rollo.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Saludo para Alfa Flores. Lo está pidiendo con mucho entusiasmo. El Until Dawn lo jugué como 1 hora porque lo tenía una ex mía que tenía la PS4. Y no me llamo. Y alta cornaventa.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it.
Dios. Ese despawn de las flores en la cara, tío.
I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting to get in. Be ready with your axe pick.
Firewheels.
If these shadows have offended, think but this.
Hay cosas que tienen muy buena pinta de este juego, pero hay otras cosas que no me gustan nada, tío. Hombre, con este juego sí que tengo yo sentimientos encontrados.
We're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and
Boss Factory, vale, el creador de personaje, ¿no?
You guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Lo de siempre, vamos.
Guys, you gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
Mira, a mí si no está mi Kinsey Gensiston, ya no es un Saint Row esto. Es lo mismo. Es lo mismo de siempre.
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Scolcer anuncia Hará, este, por favor. Hacerlo por tu mucho. A mí me gustaría anunciarlo, pero es que no depende de mí. Este año no están haciendo muchos guiños a Valve, ¿eh? Por no decir ninguno.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on September 13th for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Manufacturer HL1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day. Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably before something explodes.
¿Hasta qué hora dura el Steam Fest? Pues vamos a ver qué hora es. En teoría falta hora y media. O sea que telita. Y este tiene buena pinta. O sea, ni puta idea de Warhammer, pero este tiene buena pinta. Qué influir en el espacio. Últimamente, lo he dicho antes, pero tema ciencia ficción en espacio, casi todos, tío. Van a hartar, al final van a hartar a la gente. No sé si es que se está haciendo tendencia ahora, pero la gente se va a hartar de tanto espacio, ¿eh?
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it.
El 1 no lo he jugado, pero dicen que estaba bastante bien. Alan Wake. No, esto por lo que han dicho es un Layers of Fear 2, ¿no?
Beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery. All this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
Tío, todos estos juegos que se presentan ponen ahí bien en grande, hecho en Unreal Engine 5. O sea, ¿qué me estás queriendo decir con eso? ¿Que contratáis a becarios? ¿Que por ser un Unreal Engine 5 se va a ver bien? ¿Y con contratar becarios ya es suficiente para hacer tu juego? ¿O qué me quieres decir? Porque no me queda del todo claro aún eso. Bueno, aún queda.
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive
Y a
producer
pedazo de anillo que
of
tiene,
Gotham
¿no?
Knights.
Le cubre todo el dedo.
Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe.
Había un tío con metralleta, pero bueno. No sé por qué no la ha disparado.
No matter how hard we try, there's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
Ricardo Tapia, no me digas.
I got this, Bruce.
A ver, el bot ese del chat ya lo estamos baneando. Lo que pasa que entra otro con el mismo nombre todo el rato.
Gotham Knights, and now we welcome. Oh, look who it is! Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like.
¿Va a presentar algo Naughty Dog o qué?
Lo and behold.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué van a copiar ahora y van a masterizar.
We have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog, but first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us.
¿De Last of Us para PC?
Which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show.
Standalone multiplayer.
What I can tell you is that this game is it's as big as any of our
multijugador
that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique.
Multijugador aparte del juego base, vamos.
Characters, it takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Pantnati, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Coño.
Next year, so we wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting. That's
hacer un multiplayer tal, pero con también con la gente del Uncharted, o sea, todo lo que es de Naughty Dog.
Live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day, it feels like.
Parece que lo único que tienen para mostrar es esa imagen.
Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, you know, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO.
Este 3 parece el 2021. ¿Por qué te crees que no ha habido este año de 3?
And it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back when we're looking at back.
Ahora hay 2 episodios, 3. Podrían anunciarlo, sí.
Not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic.
Solo un concept art, o sea, imagínate lo avanzados que están en el desarrollo.
I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole.
O sea, es que ahora mismo no sé si no sé ni qué está haciendo ahí el tío este.
The entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you can see this is a certain.
Toda la conferencia de Microsoft parece que va a ser la salvadora. Ya veremos.
And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they.
A ver, el Doritos se lo dijo que relajáramos con el hype porque había un par de cosas gordas, pero nada más.
Those two actors had when we made the game, and it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
All I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple.
Eso no suena muy bien, pero bueno.
Going to join us
We
here?
happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on out.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good
Oh,
to see
hi.
you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of, like, the talent and helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show. And it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now.
Doritos, tío, que te compra unas bolsas antes.
Is kind of old hat. Like we've had.
Except for today.
Danos algo jugoso, tío.
It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set. To be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, I the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it.
Y los juegos, sí, eso digo yo.
So excited to be a part of it.
Y los juegos no sé dónde estarán.
I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be.
Aquí pone game, ¿no? Sí, aquí arriba pone game, no sé.
I love the story. I love. Just being a part of
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing? New characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
Estarán comiendo Doritos. No lo sé.
All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We
están hablando del remake.
Definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at
PS5,
The Last
PC.
of Us Part 1.
Vamos a ver.
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Parece ser que esta saga también la van a explotar bastante con temas de remake, remaster, etcétera, etcétera. Vamos, se ve venir bastante.
How many close calls have we had? I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
No hay cojones a hacer nada nuevo, ¿eh? En cuanto te sale una gallina, a exprimirla, tío.
I've had some practice.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these performances.
Necesita un juego del 2013-2014, un remake.
Estaban
el otro día vi que estaban haciendo un remake. ¿Puede ser del Spider-Man de PS4?
And then the animators went back and
We're seeing
studied.
side by sides here just how much it has changed.
No sé qué juego era, pero se acaba de salir, tío. Ya están haciendo un remake.
Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
it's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new
Básicamente que quieren que como ahora ha mejorado la tecnología, pues que quieren traer de nuevo el Last of Us parte 1 para acercarse más a la visión original que tenían en un principio y que no pudieron hacer por culpa de la tecnología tal, pues eso. Ese es el resumen, lo que están diciendo.
All right,
and shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to it. Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games. I haven't given up.
Y dentro de 3 años te lo dirán de nuevo. Cuando salga la siguiente consola te dirán lo mismo.
Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now.
Es que ahora podemos acercarnos aún más y te lo volverán a
We have
sacar.
a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase.
Pero esto no le queda una hora aún.
Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase. You can stream them all at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023.
En serio, tío.
A digital and in-person event to bring the
No me lo
gaming
puedo
community
creer.
together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest.
Pero ¿qué está pasando este año, tío?
Announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
Ah, toma por culo, venga, hasta luego. ¿Qué está pasando este año? ¿Y Valve? Sí, eso, vamos. Eso me interesaría saber a mí.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Day of the Devs.
Day of the Devs.
What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions.
Ah, bueno, no me interesa.
To celebrate the best
El día de los desarrolladores.
We want to bring developers and players together to
Quedamos como
play
imbéciles,
games
sí.
and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital.
El domingo van a presentar el Half-Life Levitation, seguro, está confirmado. Así que alguna esperanza hay.
Put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody. Put on your party hats. Everybody. Everybody. That's right.
Pues, tío, vaya mierdón
Put on your
de Summer Game Fest, tío.
and enjoy Day of the Devs.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine Presents. And this is his
Voy a
new
ver
one. It's
cuánto
about
dura
the
esto.
limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play. I co-founded a company called Playables where we made a game called Kids.
¿Alguien sabe cuánto dura esto?
But today we're going to talk about
Porque
this
aquí Valve nada, ¿sabes?
upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is
Cierto que es Half-Life Levitation.
principal
Es
programmer in
un
the
mod
game.
creado para el Half-Life
Collaborating on
Alyx
is called Time Flies.
por algunos de los pesos pesados de la comunidad modder de Half-Life. Así que imagínate si hay hype y en teoría está tan bien hecho que los han invitado los de PC Gamer, los han invitado a la presentación del domingo.
In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy
Así que al menos algo de Half-Life vamos a tener el domingo.
It's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in your life.
¿Qué coño es esto? Pues una puta mierda, esto es lo que es.
Time flies, the things you can achieve, and I could
Muchas gracias, Brian.
This is a very small part of that bucket list.
Yeah.
So these are the
Cara
things
de
you can do
payaso,
in the
cara de
world.
payaso, cara de 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 payaso.
Totalmente. Para esto falta el trabajo, ya ves. ¿Esto qué es? ¿La mosca Mario Bros o algo así? Poca broma que tiene sombras en tiempo real la mosca, ¿eh?
The game is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC and Mac.
Esto me recuerda al pollo juego.
Next year. Please visit timeflies.buzz, where you can sign up for the newsletter, so you get updated when it's out, or you find a link to the Steam page where you can wishlist the game. Thank you.
Por cierto, vamos quitando ya la encuesta del chat.
Our next game is Planet of Lana, the debut title from Sweden-based Wishfully Studios and
Ojito,
published
Brutal
by
Legend.
Thunderful Publishing. The gameplay
Hablando de
is
Brutal
reminiscent
Legend,
of
¿no?
dark side-scrollers like Inside and Little Nightmares, but the vibes could not be more different. Who are these enigmatic enemies? What do they want with Lana's sister and her world? And what other secrets are there to uncover in this beautiful, boundless environment?
Hello, my name is Adam Stjernljus and I'm the creative director at Wishfully. We're a small indie game studio in Sweden making Planet of Lana.
Este se anunció ya en un Tedori,
In our game you play a young girl called Lana who is forced out on a mission to save her sister that has been taken away by an invading robot army. Early on in the game, Lana meets the mystical creature Mui. You quickly develop a strong bond and friendship to Mui, and she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
Es como Inside, pero con colores.
Being her own personality, Mui also has things that she's afraid of. But being small and agile also has its advantages. For example, being able
Mucha
to
risa en los
reach
juegos de la
places
mosca
that
tiene
you
más gameplay que de Until Dawn.
She also has this special ability she can use to control
Qué
some of the
vergüenza,
strange
Valve,
creatures of this planet.
Que tengan que venir los modders de fuera a presentar cosas de tu juego. O sea, qué puta vergüenza, tío.
Together, you have to make it through both the harsh and beautiful environments of Novo. Past dangerous robots, through deep and cold caves, unraveling long-forgotten mysteries that all lead to your destined future. Planet of Lana is really a labor of love, and we're very excited here at Wishfully to bring you what we believe is a truly unique adventure. And beyond the companion-based puzzle solving and hand-painted art style, you will experience an engaging story with twists and turns.
Entonces, recomiéndame el mejor mod de Half-Life 2, por favor. Pay Factory Cinematic Mod. El logo alemán.
And PC this year, and you can wishlist right now at Steam
A día de
or
hoy,
sign up at our newsletter at planetoflana.com.
Quitándole lo porno con algún mod de por ahí, de mod de B, es la mejor experiencia que puedes tener de jugar Half-Life 2 y sus episodios a día de hoy, no es coña. Lo que pasa es que tienes que configurarlo bien. Pero si lo haces bien, le pones los modelos correctos y le quitas el porno con algún parche que hay por ahí, es la mejor experiencia con diferencia. Dios, otro juego de terror para niños.
It's an open-world horror game where you navigate an island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and then use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to run off and find something else to eat. You have one goal above all else, and that's to summon Charles to a 1v1 and fight him to the death. To do that, you'll need to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's speed, armor, and damage.
Antes de que dijera el título y tal, me parecía algo sacado de un SCP.
You'll need to leave the relative safety of your train and venture out on foot. This is where things get really dangerous, with Charles constantly roaming around looking for his next meal, and camps of shotgun-wielding cultists looking for someone to feed to him. After collecting 3 heavily guarded gems from abandoned mines around the island, you'll place the gems on one of the shrines, angering Charles and drawing him to your location.
Oh, tendrá su lore. MMORPG no lineal. Tienes tu propia aventura.
Best be careful out there, because it might be unwise to wander too far from your train. If you do encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now, because you have truly angered the beast, and you'll either escape with your life or see it flash before your eyes.
Vaya.
If it sounds like something for you, be sure to follow and wishlist Choo Choo Charles on Steam.
Juego de terror para niños hecho por niños.
We've got a special one for you. It's very personal and near and dear to I Am 8-Bit because it's a I Am 8-Bit Presents published title. It's called Escape Academy, and think of it like Hogwarts, but escape rooms. It's from developer Coin Crew Games, and they hail from the arcade amusement space. Better they talk about their game than me. Here they are.
Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Wait, am I supposed to say I'm the... Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt. We're the founders.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Madre mía. Hombre, está bien que la gente retrasada pueda crear su propio estudio, ¿no? Muy inclusivo, me gusta. Me gusta que los impuestos vayan a ese tipo de cosas. También son gente válida. Y hay que respetarlos.
When Coin Crew Games was founded, we were actually building real-world escape rooms and arcade machines, but when the pandemic hit, we needed to pivot.
Retarded
so
estudios.
We decided to take those learnings, building real-world escape rooms, and transpose them into a digital format, and thus Escape Academy was born.
Hombre, Duquetron. Llego tarde, me he perdido el trailer de algo interesante, ¿no?
Good luck trying to hack me without sufficient power.
Por cierto, Game Fest ya ha terminado. Esto es Day of Devs, que no sé qué es lo que es.
is an escape room adventure.
Pero como ya tenía pensado quedarme una hora más, digo, pues lo vemos también.
You play as a student
Bueno,
at this
te has perdido el juego de la mosca.
mysterious
Y yo creo que
escape
es
academy
más interesante
where
que
you
todo lo
get
que han
to
presentado en el
master
Game
puzzle
Fest.
solving and train
En el
to
Summerfest
become the
este.
ultimate escapist.
What are you waiting for? A room full of gas is no place to
Tenía
relax.
sombras y todo, la mosca,
We're all
ojito.
fans of escape rooms, so when we couldn't find a digital, authentic escape room experience, we decided to make one ourselves.
Walls are often misleading at the academy.
Escape Academy isn't just a puzzle game, it's an escape room game, and it brings that play pattern home. We have a huge amount of puzzles in this game, and they never repeat.
Yo no sé cómo lo
And
hacen.
in addition to that, you
Con
can
lo
solve every
con lo
puzzle
divertido
using
que
just
son
your
las
mind.
escape rooms
No
de verdad.
dexterity required.
Y lo
Although you may
aburridos
wanna
que son
bring
los
the
juegos
patience.
basados en escape rooms.
The academic theming gave us the leverage to create a wide
No sé
variety
yo,
of
pero
rooms
si
that
tú
support the
pillas esa
narrative
rata,
and
te
put
muerde y
players
te
in
mueres de una
situations they would
infección.
never find themselves in real life escape
Pillas
rooms.
una rabia o algo, tío, y ya estás muerto.
When we were designing
Hostia.
the game, it was really helpful
Half-Life Alyx,
to
tío.
have the experience of
Los
both
pu-
playing a lot
los
of
pu-
escape
putos
rooms
puzzles
and
del Alyx.
designing real-world escape rooms as sort of a design anchor to buoy us to.
I did not
Xbox
anticipate
tiene que venir a salvar la
assisting
semana.
you. Bad turmeric. Sadly, that
Ya
rat will
veremos.
be no help in bypassing my
Hombre,
lasers.
aún queda
We
el
really took our
PC Game
time
Show
to create
también,
an
que
eclectic
viene
cast
después de
of
lo de
students
Xbox.
and faculty members
Que por
that
cierto
help
lo
guide you
veremos
throughout
todo
the
ahí en el canal
academic journey
también.
of Escape Academy.
Building on the lessons that you get in each room and raising the stakes throughout your journey at the Academy was definitely a design pillar we wanted to make sure came through in the final game.
I am not feeling so well. Analysis. I have succumbed to disco fever.
Escape Academy is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC on July 14th and will be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. And you can wishlist us today on Steam.
We'll see you at the Academy.
Thanks!
Escape Academy!
This game's for all those fans of
Impresionante.
organization out there, all those organizers. It's from a studio called Max Inferno, and it's a game about getting things lined up just right. It's called A Little to the Left.
Hi, I'm
¿Te imaginas que se olvidan de esconder y sale un consolador ahí por ahí de fondo?
Max Inferno.
Yep, and we're really excited to share with you today a cozy puzzle game that we've been working on called A Little to the Left.
Increíble.
A Little to the Left is a game where you sort, stack, and tidy up the house.
Mass Effect tenía minijuegos ya de este estilo.
In each level, puzzles are hidden among regular household objects, and you solve them by arranging items in a very particular way. Many of the levels have multiple solutions. It's all about observation and imagining the different structures that could be at play. The game takes inspiration from our own home and some of our own little tendencies. Another big source of inspiration for the game is our cat.
O sea, esto viene a ser
who should be around here somewhere.
trastorno obsesivo compulsivo el videojuego.
occasionally this cat will show up on the periphery of your gameplay and undo your tidy work, just to shake things up a little bit. The game starts off pretty simple, but as you progress, the logic behind the puzzles becomes a little more surreal.
Increíbles efectos 3D.
There is a lot to tidy up in A Little to the Left. Actually, every day brings something new. With the daily tidy delivery, you get even more out of our favorite puzzles. And you earn fun badges too. Well, thanks for stopping by.
We hope you enjoy A Little to the Left when it releases later this year.
See you later.
Bye.
Por supuesto, eso estaba gritando Switch. Vamos.
I've been excited about this one ever since it was announced ages ago. It's from developer Gummy Cat. It's called Bear and Breakfast. And
Este año, gente.
You're a bear. You run in bed and breakfast in the woods. And
Claro, está el mercado. Están todas las empresas haciendo remakes, remaster y su puta madre. Y no sale nada nuevo. Está atascadísima la industria. Parece una serie de Nickelodeon o algo así.
I'm Ioana.
And I'm Raresh. We're from Gummy Cat in Romania.
Today, we're showing you our first game called Bear and Breakfast. It's a laid-back management adventure game where you build and run a B&B in the woods, but you're a bear.
In Bear and Breakfast, you play as Hank, a young, curious bear from Silver Valley who lives in a small home with his mom and two best friends.
Dios santo. ¿Tienes miedo, Buguetrón?
We grew up on management sims.
Buguetrón, que sepas que el Game Fest ha terminado, ¿eh? Esto es un extra que estamos viendo porque lo están echando justo después. Pero vamos, no te has perdido... No te has perdido mucho. O sea, este año, tío. Este año llega a haber E3 y es el último, pero de verdad, se lo hubieran cargado, ¿eh? Si este año llega a haber E3, se lo cargan.
The game follows a linear story that you advance by solving quests. A lot of them involve finding materials, building rooms, crafting furniture, and decorating stuff.
No entiendo que tiene que ver esto con la introducción que nos han enseñado.
Give comfort, showers give hygiene, that type of thing. You have to make sure that your room scores are high enough to satisfy whatever your guests are asking for.
Bueno, así de pronto tampoco tiene tan mala pinta, ¿eh? A mí es que estos juegos de gestión me suelen llamar bastante la atención.
Each type of score comes with its own challenges. For example, later on, you'll need to cook food for your guests through a minigame. There's a lot more to Bear and Breakfast, but you can play at your own pace since the game won't rush you. Oh, and there's definitely no creepy subplot hidden somewhere in the forest.
We're very excited to be part of Day of the Devs this year, and we can't wait to introduce you all to Hank and his friends when Bear and Breakfast launches later this summer. Thank you.
Tiene un aire ligeramente al Oxygen Not Included. No sé. Sé que no tiene nada que ver, pero tiene un aire a ese estilo, tío. O sea, una cosa rara. Un XCOM 3. ¡Oh! Un XCOM 3 estaría guapísimo, tío. ¡Oh, qué bueno! Me lo pillaría de salida, sin duda alguna.
So I don't want to say a lot about this next
Quiero ver de
one.
nuevo al calvo.
Full of secrets and puzzles and mystery that are best discovered on your own. It's a beautiful
Al
game
calvo
from
con la
a
luz
studio called
de
Shared
fondo,
Memory.
tío.
It's a pixel art Metroidvania full of interesting creatures. It's called Animal Well.
Hi, I'm Billy Basso. Today I'm going to be showing you a game I've been working on called Animal Well.
Porque tenía un dibujo de Cervantes ahí en el fondo.
In Animal Well, you explore a surreal and sometimes dangerous pixel art labyrinth that is filled with secrets. As you explore, you'll encounter various creatures, but it's not always clear if they're friendly or not. So it's best to proceed with some amount of caution.
Yo quiero a todos mis suscriptores.
Throughout the game,
¿Te
you're
gustan los
gonna
juegos 2D como
find
Dead
various
Cells? Sí, sí, sí,
items
me
that
gustan
will
bastante.
give you new abilities and help you solve some puzzles. Every item in the game has multiple uses, but you're going to have to experiment if you want to figure out what they all are. Animal Well is a pixel art game. That's not just a pander to nostalgia. Instead of viewing as a technical opportunity.
Si te gustó el XCOM 2, tienes que probar, bueno, y eres bueno, tienes que probar el mod que se llama The Long War.
Throughout the game you'll see a lot of things like fluid sims or dynamic.
Añade muchísimo más contenido al juego. Pero lo que pasa es que es muy complicado. Está hecho precisamente para gente que querría tener un XCOM 3. Que lo tienes en la workshop.
Designing Animal Well is a layered experience. So what that means is the base layer is something the average person can.
Hay un par de mods así que se llaman The Long War o no sé qué. Ahora sí, es posible que lo tengas que jugar en inglés.
There are lots of hidden
Porque me parece que no hay traducción.
in nooks and crannies throughout the world. They're not obvious, and you might need some help to find these. The third layer has puzzles that don't really present
tiene buena pinta, o sea, es así como medio relajante, pero luego tiene cosas.
Years potentially, or they might require some community collaboration.
El pixel art es muy bonito, la iluminación es muy bonita.
Also, there's a puzzle in this video that may require some community collaboration to understand. But the first 10 people to figure it out will get a free copy of the game at launch. And then while you're doing that, you can maybe wishlist it. But yeah, thank you so much.
El este no tiene nada que ver. En el pixel art. Pero no tiene nada que ver con Celeste. Hay un juego de DS en el monitor, sí. Yo he pensado, tiene ahí las instrucciones para piratear la DS ahí atrás, tío.
Next up is Naiad, a colorful exploration game where you play as a water nymph, traversing a zen and peaceful world. This game comes to us from Hará, a solo developer from Spain.
Madre mía, con el puto
Hi,
bot,
I'm really happy to be part of the 10th anniversary of Day of the Devs at this exciting Summerfest edition. I'm
Y Matías siempre se me
Hará,
adelanta.
solo dev indie studio from Spain, working on bringing to life very unique and personal games.
Hombre, un
I would
español.
like to say with you
Compatriota.
a relaxing and colorful exploration adventure about flowing by a river. I put all my love creating every part of this game, so...
No tienes
please
acento
enjoy.
español, ¿eh? Tenía acento de otra cosa, pero de español, ¿no? Bueno, donde está el mamayo y Vinci, efectivamente.
Of a little water nymph at the spring of the river. Naya will grow up and mature, obtaining vitality from floating leaves and flowers, learning to swim like a duck, dive like a fish, dance like a frog, finding other adorable friends like butterflies, rabbits, snakes, turtles, crocodiles, and much more.
Nada, desnudo
Help
fuerte es el
them to find their
videojuego.
way, avoiding obstacles and dangers, using your skills.
Mucho pelo en la cabeza, pero poco en la entrepierna, ¿eh?
Beautiful places
Yo ahí lo
like
dejo.
deep forest,
Cada uno que saque
dark
sus
cave,
ideas.
a joyful creek, and more. Water, symbolizing life, starts pure and fresh, and little by little, it will be fading into dark. You can sing to regenerate the nature, making sprout flowers in the path, and you must do
Ahora
your
hay
best,
pero con mecánicas del
because the
XCOM.
humans,
Hombre, la
are
Workshop
controlling
tiene
this river
skins y
world.
tal de
Humans
Golden Ribbon
create their own fake rivers, like these
y ese tipo
noisy
de
roads
cosas. Puedes
with
montarte tu
strange
historia.
smoke creatures. You are the guardian of this river, and that seems to be a difficult task, but don't be afraid, because a tiny cloud will take care of you from the sky. The beautiful hair of Nayad is like its vitality. You can make it grow up under the sunrise, change its color, even tie small flowers on it. Creating Nayad,
Pues a
I
mí me
focused on
gusta.
a wholesome experience. Enjoy it at your own pace, exploring and flowing.
Nayad will be available for PC and consoles by the end of this year. Thank you for watching.
No sé, tiene un toque así que me llama la atención. Y no tiene nada que ver que manejes a una loli desnuda en el agua. Eso no tiene nada que ver. Es Diane al revés. Hay historia, ¿eh?
If you ever find yourself
Hay lío
longing
de
for the good old
faldas
days, then
en
why
el
not take a
desarrollo
trip back to
del
the Stone
juego.
Age in this cooperative life and farming simulation game from Sodaden and Cryptico. Hunt and gather to care for your settlement, explore the ancient world around you, and best of all, become a friend to the mammoths. This is Roots of Pachá.
Hi, I'm Timo, co-founder of Sodaden along with my brother.
El buen matecito.
I'm Karen, the narrative designer. We're based in San Diego, with the rest of the team in Argentina.
Hola a todos, I am Dancer, the main artist.
Mira, desarrolladores argentinos.
Brother. We are the team developing Roots of Pacha, a farming sim set in the Stone Age where you help your clan develop the ideas that shape humanity.
In a time when there weren't stores to buy seeds or anything else, you'll build your village from the ground up. Instead of using money, you'll transform the world around you by contributing and working with your clan. Starting small, you'll explore the regions of this new land, discovering plants and resources along the way.
Has descubierto las patatas, pero... Vamos a ver.
Many of the ideas
O sea,
we
te
developed
quiero decir,
were
en esta
cornerstones
época
of early
de la
civilizations
historia,
like farming,
las
domesticating
frutas
animals, and the creation of
eran
tools that are now
muy
common.
diferentes a lo que son hoy y las plantas. De hecho, hay escritos de la Edad Media que muestran que las zanahorias, todo esto, eran totalmente
Ideas will build on
diferentes a
one
como
another,
son
and
hoy en
after a
día.
while, you'll find your community transformed.
Mira de copiarse de Stardew Valley. Lo he pensado. Lo he pensado, pero no he dicho. He pensado...
Adventure into the
¿Cómo
caves,
diferente
new
sería este
spiritual
juego
world.
si no hubiera
Try and
existido el
explain who
Stardew
you
Valley?
are and why you're here.
falta para que termine. Estamos sufriendo ahí hasta el final, ¿eh? Se supone que media hora. Se supone que el Steam Fest,
The
Summer
game's
Fest,
Stone Age setting
duraba
was inspired by
hasta,
the book The Clan of the Cave Bear.
hasta dentro de media hora, pero no sé. Han terminado una hora antes y nos han enchufado esto. Digo, pues tira para adelante.
Roots of Pacha is set in simpler times, but the society is still complex. For example, finding something to eat went from satisfying a basic need to making a dish and creating a reason to gather.
Increíble.
As you discover ways to make life easier,
Descubriste el
you'll
sushi
find time to
en la edad
experience
de
all the
piedra.
fun Pacha's world has to offer.
¿Y por qué no vamos a jugar a Guitar Hero en la edad de piedra? Lo echamos unos
You'll
loles
get to know your
también en la edad de
clan,
piedra.
meet others living around you, and maybe even find that special someone. Our love of farming sims started with the first Harvest Moons, and Stardew Valley took it to the next level. With Roots of Pacha, we want to make our own unique contribution to this genre. We're working on this project with all of our hearts. We're super excited for you to play the final version.
Es que no tengo
In the
100
meantime, we
mil
have a
millones
brand
de
new
euros
demo that just
para
went
subir
live today.
de nivel.
Thanks for having us. Muchas gracias.
Hola. Parece interesante también, ¿eh? Quizás se han pasado enseñando demasiadas mecánicas. Me hubiera gustado que hubieran enseñado menos, pero que hubieran profundizado más.
A world premiere from our friends at Us2
Porque
Games.
te meten un bodiburrillo en la cabeza y luego no te quedas con nada. Te quedas con que es una copia de Stardew Valley.
Here it is.
Ojito. World premiere.
At Us2 Games, we really try and take what's meaningful and great about games and deliver that to everybody. So with Monument Valley, we made people care about a character for the first time if they've never really engaged with games very much. And with Albro,
Ha habido copias de Stardew Valley mucho más descaradas, ¿eh? Este que han enseñado los argentinos al menos tenía un aspecto visual
And with this
propio.
game, what we really want to do is take these genres that we really love, like roguelike games and turn-based tactics, add a little bit of sports game in there as well, and themes about dreams and conflicting fears, and really package that together into something that feels really unique. In the game, you play the role of Desta, who's a young person in their early 20s, who's coming home for the first time, having not left home in the very best way. Their relationship with their mother and their family and their friends, there's a few of them that were a little bit broken. And they were broken because they didn't really have the words to say. And their father, who used to be a big part of their life, unfortunately passes away, and they don't have those tools and that person to lean on to bridge that gap. So they manage to go home, they find this old ball they used to play with their dad. And when they try and fall asleep with it, they find themselves in a world between worlds, neither asleep nor awake. And when they're in this, they can explore these moments, these memories, and solve these creative problems through a ball game. And when they do that, they find the right words to say to confront these people.
The people we're going to be meeting in Desta's dreams are people who were significant to Desta before they left
¿Te
town
imaginas
a
un
couple of years
Pokémon?
back. And there are lots of
Pero
people
con
we don't know
gente.
quite as well too, and some people who have been shaped by Desta's impression of them in their dreams.
He capturado un
But
chino.
they've all had profound impact on Desta's
He
life.
capturaba, yo qué sé.
These
Un
characters are really
filipino.
interesting because all of them are interwoven
Filipino
as part
ingeniero.
of
Y lo
Desta's
pones a
story,
combatir
but
contra un
also
chino
with each other.
médico.
They don't just appear as abstractions, but they
En
really
plan
feel
por
like a part
turnos
of the
también,
makeup of
¿sabes?
Desta's background. One way or another, the
No
people
sé por
that
qué me ha
Desta
venido
meets
esto a la
throughout the
cabeza ahora
game
mismo, pero bueno.
helped Desta become who they are today. And they've taught Desta a number of different things, like standing up for themselves, taking risks, expressing themselves, and more. There are a few different themes in the story, but I would say that certainly loss is a big part of it. Finding yourself, courage and perseverance, and
Digas negro porque te
awakening.
funan. Sí,
No
lo
pun
he
intended.
evitado. Lo he evitado.
It feels
pero...
like we've been able to put a lot of
Yo, antes ha salido
ourselves
en
into Desta.
una tía
the same
que
is true for
parecía
pretty
que
much all of our
venía
games,
de
but Desta in particular is very
segar trigo,
personal
tío.
to a lot of the members of the team.
La del
I'm
micrófono que
sure
la
we can
agarraba
relate
así, ¿os
to some of
acordáis?
the themes of maybe having ghosted a friend and not being sure how you could like get back in touch with them, or
Es que
dwelling
secuestrar
over
gente, no,
how you might have
secuestrar, no,
said
capturarlas.
something in a
Es que es
conversation
una
and like,
Pokéball.
having that play over and over in
Y
your
la
mind, which
capturas
is
a la
like one of the
gente.
core themes of the game.
It's definitely got more depth and more game mechanics than anything we've made before, and it's being designed from the ground up to be a multi-platform title.
O sea, ¿sabes la gente de la que hablas con el perrito? Pues esa gente. O sea, jugadores de LOL, Crypto Bros, vagabundos,
This next game is called Shim. It's a shadow platformer. You're a little blobby character platforming around inside shadows, and a game with a really cool minimalist graphic art style. I hope you like it.
Hi, I'm Ewout and I'm the developer of Schim.
And I'm Niels from Exernice, and I help Ewout develop Schim. We're located in the north of the Netherlands in a town called Leeuwarden.
We are a team of 2, plus the talented people at Moonfiller, who do the audio.
Los indies bastante son originales, que no hacen algo tan diferentes que acaban siendo muchos de ellos. Bueno.
Schim is a game where you move around in shadows. You play as a Schim, a shadow creature.
Anda, como los basta venerada de Doctor Who.
As a whole, Schim is made to be approachable for a variety of players. At its core, it's about jumping around in shadows and platforming towards the end of the level.
Son una especie de pirañas asesinas que viven en las sombras y pueden pasar de una sombra a otra.
The player plays around as a Schim of a human. However, this Schim is separated from that person, and it's up to you to find your way back. In the game, you will also help other Schim characters who have also been separated from their shadow. You can help them by finding their object. Schim takes big inspiration from the feeling of playing as a child. Playing imaginary games with made-up rules, move around in shadows, and jump to the next shadow.
Pero antes hemos visto que tocaba el suelo y no ha pasado nada. Si a esto le pones que el objetivo del juego sea comerte a la gente a través de su sombra, mejora muchísimo.
Check it out and follow us at schimgame.com.
Imagínate, tío. ¿A que no molaría?
Hello everyone, and thank you Dev the Dev for having us this year. I'm Anne,
Andas a la sombra de un tío y te lo comes por dentro y luego tienes que saltar al siguiente tío, tienes que buscar al siguiente, la siguiente víctima, ¿sabes?
Other people do small gatherings, and we are helping Japanese devs by introducing them to platforms, console publishers, helping them on marketing, or as usually they don't speak English, helping them to apply to overseas events like this one. And we're also doing a lot of online contents and streams, like our big Asobu Indie Showcase, which will be aired this summer in English and Japanese, or our monthly stream Indie Collection, and podcasts, and many other things you can check on YouTube and Twitch. But first, let's check 2 really cool Japanese titles.
¿Burros? Burros. Juego japonés de alto presupuesto o Nichano RPG. De bajo presupuesto, furros. No hay otra.
Fox and Frog Travelers, The Demon of Arashino Island, is a 3D action adventure game with a Japanese-inspired atmosphere. You will play as Fox, her girl who finds herself on Arashino Island and starts traveling with Frog.
Creo que Steam y demás compañías le dan entidad.
Torii Gates, whose lantern and neon gives light and color to the island. But something is lurking in the shadows.
Tiene sentido la cantidad de juegos de disparo que hemos visto, la cantidad de sangre que hemos visto. Hasta que han empezado los indies.
Fox and Frog Travelers is developed by Rias, an illustrator and concept artist that came up with the idea for it, based on one of his illustrations. Fox and Frog Long Journey Through the Night is planned for release in a few years.
Vaya, tienen mejor sincronización labial que el Far Cry.
First game of the young solo developer Yo Fuji, Goodbye World is a narrative game about two young indie game creators, the shy Kani and the extrovert Kumade. Mixing influences from comics like Ghost World and games like The Beginner's Guide.
¿Están respirando o están haciendo ejercicio?
Goodbye World is a tale about the passion and struggle that comes with game creation. Through 13 chapters of the story, rendered in beautiful pixel art in a resolution close to the Super NES and Game Boy Advance.
Están haciendo ejercicio ahí con los brazos.
Goodbye World is due out on Steam later this year. If you like those games, don't hesitate to wishlist and to follow the devs on Twitter. And if you are interested by Japanese indie scene or indie games, you can follow us on Twitter, on Discord, chat with us, and watch our indie game showcase, which is coming this summer. And thank you again for watching, and Day of the Devs for having us.
The process of moving to a new city can be daunting. Our next game, Birth, from solo developer Madison Carr, who hails from Chicago, explores the idea of quelling loneliness through this puzzle adventure.
Hi, my name is Madison, and I am making a game called Birth.
Esto es muy raro.
Birth is a point-and-click puzzle game about living alone in a large city.
Yo he vivido solo muchos años y te digo que así no es como funciona, ¿eh?
In order to quell your loneliness, you decide to create a creature,
así no funciona vamos, mi piso no funcionaba así.
Spare bones and organs that you find while traversing the city. You will explore libraries and post offices and museums and cafes and apartments that don't belong to you. In each of these buildings, you will meet creatures and you will get to know them by searching through their personal belongings.
Ah, vale. Hay setas, eso lo explica todo. No, yo que setas no tomaba.
Their laptops and phones, their cabinets and their notebooks.
Tiene sentido. Vale. Y ya parecía la desarrolladora esa, ya parecía un poco...
Within these personal
aquí para allá,
belongings, there are puzzles. Some are physics-based, some are pattern-based, some are abstract.
Es que pasa mucho tiempo en el parque.
There are no instructions, and you are rarely doing the same thing twice. Alongside the main game, there are optional hidden tokens that you can find to unlock secret buildings
que están presentando
and
aquí.
treasures.
Si venís ahora nuevos, ya ha terminado el evento, ¿vale? O sea, no han presentado nada de Half-Life. Esto es otra cosa que están echando justo después, que también lo estamos viendo. Si queréis ver algo de Half-Life, el domingo. Ahí sí que tenemos confirmación. Es un mod, pero van a presentar Half-Life Levitation. En la PC Gaming Show, después de la de Xbox y Bethesda.
In our next title, How to Say Goodbye, you play as the ghost of a person who's recently died and is embarking on the journey of accepting their own death. The mechanics underscore the message that there's always a way through grief. You may get stuck, but you can always stop, reevaluate, and keep moving. It's all just part of the puzzle.
Hi, I'm Florian, co-author of the upcoming narrative puzzle game, How to Say Goodbye. How to Say Goodbye, you help a group of quirky ghosts overcome various obstacles and conundrums by reorganizing the level as you like.
Es que son diferentes bots. Os parece que es el mismo porque tiene el mismo nombre, pero no es el mismo, son diferentes, los estamos baneando. Pero una vez que baneamos uno, luego entra otro. Y es diferente con el mismo nombre, por eso os parece que es el mismo, pero no lo es. Mira, este no me motiva. Este no...
The puzzle elements are only moved around, but never removed. So, just like a Rubik's Cube, the puzzles never end up in a state where you can't solve them.
Este no me llama nada.
Follow various characters, looking to discover why they are still here and how to move on, while trying to escape the grasp of an evil wizard who doesn't know how to let go.
Este juego no entiende ni el desarrollador. Sí, hemos sentido, es lo que ha dicho antes. Una especie de cubo de Rubik, ¿sabes?
Kind and positive as possible. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, please wishlist the game. It would mean a lot to us.
Si alguien sabe cómo adelantar un directo, que avise. Dios, el malo. Ojito. Ojito que viene el malo del sombrero. Madre mía.
Oh, hi. Well, wasn't that a great show? And a great cake, and it's all gone. And so now we have to say goodbye. I hope you liked that. I hope you liked all the games. Thank you to all the developers for making such fantastic games and for bringing them here for everyone to enjoy.
Special thanks to all of our generous sponsors. You've always been there for us, and we could not do this without you. PlayStation, Idea Xbox, Nintendo, Steam, Epic Games Store. Y'all are awesome.
En realidad,
thank you. Extra special
en realidad, los del Summer Game Fest no han engañado. O sea, porque Steam sí que ha participado, ha salido bastantes veces al final de los trailers.
We couldn't have done any of this without you.
En realidad no nos han engañado.
Really quiet, and kind of suck.
We're not done with the Day of the Devs 10th anniversary just yet. If you go to dayofthedevs.com and sign up for our newsletter, you will be amongst the first to hear about all the excitement that's to come this year.
Other than that, thank you so much to everybody who watched, and we'll see you next year. Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Aha! You thought it was over, but it is actually not. Day of the Devs continues with a special after-party performance by the one and only Peter Berkman of Anamanaguchi.
He's debuting
new music from a game you've probably never heard of. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. And the reason you haven't heard of it is because it's debuting on Kickstarter at this very freaking moment. Enjoy. See you later. Thanks for tuning in to Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Edition. Bye.
¿Te imaginas que se pasa toda su vida tocando esa melodía? Se va a comprar y está con el pianito. Va a la iglesia con el piano. Va al médico con el piano. Está follando con su novia y con el piano. Estará en el entierro de su madre ahí con el piano. al live piano. ¿Te imaginas que si alguien le quita el piano, se vuelve una bestia asesina irreducible? ¿Como SCP-96? Empieza a asesinar a gente ahí. Por favor, que lo muestren en el baño, tío. Ahí cagando con el piano. Sería lo mejor del Steam Game Fest, pero con diferencia. Pues el juego también pinta interesante, ¿eh? Hay bastantes referencias. El piano me deja por una flauta travesera. Es que la flauta le llegaría a sitios que el piano no puede. Yo tal cual, me encuentro un tío por ahí, así en la calle, haciendo el gilipollas, y le pego un patadón al MacBook y me voy corriendo. O sea, es que te lo mereces por gilipollas, tío. ¿Quién se echa en el suelo con un puto MacBook en la calle, tío? Pegas una patada y te vas corriendo. Como los que van con los Macs a la Starbucks, tío. O sea, es que ese nivel de tener que enseñar a los demás lo que tienes y lo edgy que eres, es que me pone enfermo. Es que... Oh, dibujos podría mejorar un poquito. cuánto dura. Que llevamos ya un rato. Parece que me han hecho caso. Acaba de lanzar el Kickstarter. Pues nada, que la aproveche. Tiene buena pinta, yo creo que ese que sí que tendrá apoyo. ¡Oh! Ah, vale. He visto el gatico y digo, van a pagar más cosas del juego del gatico, pero no. Que por cierto, el juego del gatico estaba por salir ya también. Mira, el Doritos sale por ahí. Se acabó, gente. Resumen. Lo esperado. Una puta mierda. Más puta mierda que el año pasado. Me parece que no he visto ningún E3. Bueno, E3 sería esto. Más puta mierda que nunca, tío. O sea, no sé qué coño está pasando. No sé qué coño está pasando con las empresas, con la industria, con su puta madre. Pero no sé, tío. No sé, tío. Remaster por un tubo y re su puta madre. Y aquí nadie hace nada nuevo. Los indies son los únicos que hacen algo nuevo. En fin, re su puta madre. Me voy. Thanks for watching. Nos vemos el...
The Games and Online Harassment Hotline is a text message-based, anonymous, and confidential emotional support hotline. And it's created specifically for the gaming community. Because we're gamers and creators, and we want to help each other. So, how does it work? Well, you text us and we listen. Our hotline is 100% anonymous. We can talk about anything you need to, and only what you want to. The Games and Online Harassment Hotline is an inclusive resource for anyone, no matter how you identify. If you feel that you need emotional support, you can start right now by texting support to 23368, and our qualified responders will be there to listen to you, free of charge. Reach out,
esto
get
es
help,
un servicio
and let's
por
make
si
this
te
community a
acosan
better
en
place to work and
juegos.
play.
¿Hay un servicio para ayudarte a tratarte por si te acosan en juegos? ¿What? No entiendo. Bueno, esto ha terminado ya. Esto ha terminado. Gente, el domingo, Bethesda, Xbox y PC Game Show que presentarán el Half-Life Levitation. Ganitas de ver ya qué es lo nuevo que nos tienen que presentar de eso. Así que nada, os espero ahí. Y supongo que el sábado jugaremos... Mira, supongo que el sábado jugaremos a algo también. Pero ni puta idea. Gente, vamos a ir poniendo esto porque me gusta la musiquilla, ¿vale? Venga. Pone que arrancando sistemas, pero es por poner la musiquilla. Así que tomároslo como si no fuéramos. Bueno, gente, lo dicho. No vimos a José Payaso. Y es que ni ganas había de verlo. Así que nada, si te quieres, José, muchas gracias, Ludes. Sé que siempre me lo dices, pero siempre lo dices tarde. Siempre me lo dices cuando ya he puesto los créditos del final. Y luego sigo leyendo el chat, aunque os parece que me he ido. Gente, nos vemos. Espero que os hayáis divertido, pues, este ratito que hemos estado por aquí. Bueno, iba a decir divirtiéndonos, pero no sé yo. Pasando un rato más bien. Así que nada. Muchas gracias, señor Matías, por estar por aquí moderando. Muchas gracias a los que han donado, el señor Brian Carr y Santiago Soiza. Y nos vemos en el siguiente directo, lo que sea. Chao, chao.
a very safe day.